Alright, so, I'm gonna go ahead and do my own award show, my own NBA award show based off of my preference. Alright, so basically what I'm gonna do in this video right here is I'm gonna give you guys, I'm gonna turn this volume down just a tad bit. But anyways, I'm gonna give you guys my predictions for each award this year. Alright, so MVP, Sixth Man of the Year, and dude, the Peacekeeper is a laser. I'll rewind the whole gameplay and, you know, talk to you guys about the Peacekeeper and other class setups. In this gameplay right here, I think I went like 20 something and 9, 20 something and 10, something like that. I started off slaying them during the beginning of the gameplay, and then all of a sudden, like, the other team just got into my fucking head, and that was it. But anyways, so we're gonna start off with the NBA MVP. Alright, so this award right here is basically what cements you as a star. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Kareem has the most MVPs in NBA history. I think he has 6. I think he has 6 MVPs, or 7. It's one of the two. But my MVP for this season, and I'm gonna give you guys three of my choices, 3 of my picks for the MVP. But my first pick, man, goes to James Harden. I mean, this guy is having an absolute breakout season, you guys. All right. Basically, I went on my score notifications app, and I pulled up the statistics for his season so far. And dude, he won the scoring title, 30.4 points per game, which he's leading the league in points, obviously. Then he leads the league in usage percentage and in PER. Alright, so his usage rate is 36.1%, or 36.1, and his PER is a 30. Alright, this guy, I mean, he's having an absolute breakout season. Alright, you guys, and I mean, James Harden, man, like, we knew this guy could score. We knew this guy had the potential to be something great, but took him a while to let it out, and now I'm telling you that this might be the year of the beard. So my number 1 vote goes to James Harden. My second vote would probably go to LeBron James. Now, you know, LeBron is having possibly the best season of his career as of, you know, this season. All right, this guy, I mean, LeBron has always been in that GOAT conversation, and I'm not gonna get there, but you know, LeBron is a really good player. He is leading the league in minutes per game at 37 minutes, and you know, the reason why he's, you know, at my number 2 vote is simply because, you know, he's been in the league for 15 years, alright? Not many people that are in the league for 15 years can stay at that level of greatness and maintain that level of athleticism. So, my second vote would have to go to LeBron, simply, you know, based off of that, alright? And my third vote would obviously have to go to Westbrook. I mean, Westbrook, if you guys did not know, he averaged a triple-double last season, and he also done it this season again, becoming the first player in NBA history to do so. Alright? Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Well, Jordan, I mean, obviously, you know, Russell Westbrook, he averaged 2 triple-doubles, so why'd you put LeBron in front of him? Okay, so people are, you know, getting Westbrook tangled up with the fact that he's padding his stats. Now, bear in mind that he does have 2 other All-Stars, or basically, yeah, he had 2 other All-Stars on his team, along with a big man in Steven Adams. And obviously, Steven Adams is one of the best rebounders in the league. So, how can he be padding his stats? How? So, it's a toss-up between Westbrook and LeBron for 2 and 3, but my third-place vote would have to go to Westbrook, alright? Rookie of the Year. Now, this has been an award that everyone has been talking about throughout the season, alright? First off, I thought it was going to be Jason Tatum. I thought it was going to be, Kyle Kuzma, because at one point this guy was going off, and that guy right there is just sitting in the corner. He was getting on my nerves the whole game with that brecci. But anyways, and as the season began to dwindle down, we began to see who the real rookie, stars were. Alright? And it comes down to 2 people, and you guys know who those 2 people are. Ben Simmons and Donovan Mitchell. Alright, so who do I give my Rookie of the Year voting to? Oh man, it's so freaking tough, man. It honestly is. Let me do some looking here. Okay. If you guys can't hear the gameplay in the background, let me know in the comment section of this video, and I'll make sure in my future videos to turn my volume up. I mean, I don't really go back and watch my videos to check and see if my volume was up loud enough, because in my last video, Cousin Malik said my volume was a little too low, so let me know if it's a little too low this time. But this kid, Donovan Mitchell, we're going to start off with Donovan Mitchell first, alright? So he averaged a 18 PER as a rookie, averaged 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, all while shooting 44% from the field, 34% from the 3. His usage rate was a 29. Basically some of the things that I look at when, doing those analytics in terms of rookies is their points per game, their assists, their rebounds, their field goal percentage, their 3-point percentage, and I also look at their usage rate, because you don't expect a rookie to have a high usage rate, because why? He's a rookie. He's not supposed to really be out there a whole lot. Especially during the grind of a long NBA season, and, many teams are looking for that playoff push, so those are just some of the things that I look at, alright? So, now we're going to go ahead and move on to Ben Simmons, alright? You guys know that Ben Simmons is, he's one of the best rookies that we've got to watch, like, in NBA history. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, let's take a look at his stats. He's averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, shooting 55% from the field. He doesn't have a percentage for his threes, but he's got that 22% or that 22.3% usage rate. Alright, so if we look and compare those 2 stats together, obviously Donovan Mitchell is beating Simmons in terms of scoring, but in every other category, Simmons is beating him. He's beating him in assists, he's beating him in rebounds, he's beating him in field goal percentage, and he's beating him in usage rate. So, my Rookie of the Year voting would have to go to Ben Simmons. Obviously, because rookies aren't they're not supposed to have a high usage rating, so that's the reason my vote is going to go ahead and go to Simmons simply because his usage rate is really, really high. All right. Moving on to the Sixth Man of the Year. Now, the Sixth Man of the Year, I'm not really familiar with it, but I'm guessing it's the person that, you know, steps up in those big, you know, moments off the bench. Like, they, you know, boost the team up in terms of scoring off the bench. And I glitch out of here because I, you know, got stunned by that incendiary grenade. 29 for the gameplay. That dude, I mean, that's why they were getting all those kills. But my Sixth Man of the Year would have to go to none other than Lou Williams. This guy, he unfortunately got snubbed by, you know, he unfortunately got snubbed at All-Star Weekend, and many people felt like he should have made it in over perhaps Paul George, over perhaps many of the, you know, stars, you know, that participated in the All-Star game. But when it comes down to, you know, Lou Williams, he can score, you know, really good passer, really good ball handler. This guy, he can do it all right? He's been bounced around, you know, from team to team to team, and he's finally found a home there with the Clippers, and he runs the offense really well. You know, me being a Warriors fan, when he dropped 50 on us that night, I was like, Lou Williams is the absolute true deal. So, my Sixth Man of the Year voting has to go to Lou Williams. All right. Defensive Player of the Year. Now, this one's a little bit harder to analyze, simply because defense is broken down into, you know, I think it's broken down into two categories. You got steals and you got blocks. Steals, you know, determine how good a player is, you know, while guarding a ball handler, or, you know, if you throw it into the post, they, you know, strip away, you know, off of a shot attempt. And then you got your blocks, all right? Your blocks really, you know, set the tone, because if you can get blocks, then the other team is, you know, scrambling on offense, trying to get a shot up. But if you're so good defensively in terms of blocks, they're not going to attempt to go in there into the rim or into the hole where they know they can get more easier shots. So this analytic is going to be a little bit harder for me to break down. So there are several players, all right, throughout the season. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert, Miles Turner, just to name a few of these guys. So if I had to choose between all of those guys in terms of who would be my vote for Defensive Player of the Year, I'm gonna have to say Anthony Davis, alright? Before anybody shits on me in the comment section, alright? Rudy Gobert missed 25 or 26 games or something like that due to injury, and, you know, that, I felt like that, you know, messed up his stat line in terms of his overall blocks per game. And I think Anthony Davis has more blocks than him, I think. I'm not really for sure, but I'm gonna take a look at it. Yeah, and the Pelicans are actually 6th out east or out west, which is, I mean, that's crazy. Without Boogie, they're 6th in the West. That's crazy, man. That is absolutely monstrous. All right, so Anthony Davis is averaging 2.5 blocks per game. Meanwhile, Rudy Gobert is averaging 2.3 blocks per game. So I mean, defensively, I like having Anthony Davis because, um, you know, he's the better overall player. He can shoot threes better. He has better lateral quickness than Rudy Gobert, and you know, he's he's a little bit better of a playmaker. Anthony Davis, is a well centered guy in terms of his overall skill set, and even defensively, he's better. I just think he's better defensively. So my defensive player of the year voting has to go to none other than Anthony Davis. Sorry, Rudy Gobert. I know some people in the comment section are going to take some shots, but hey, this is all based off of my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about each of the awards this year. I feel like, okay, most improved player. Now, this one shows how well a player has improved throughout the season. I'm gonna try and find another gameplay for you guys to watch. I forgot which gameplay that it was that I wanted to show you guys. Was it I don't remember. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys those class setups right after I'm done with this. Anyways, most improved player shows just like it says, the most improved player, the player that improved the most throughout the season, from their last season, has to go to none other than Victor Oladipo. I mean, this guy went from being a 15, 16 points per game scorer to being the leader of a 4th seed team. I think it's 4th seed. I think it's 4th seed. I think the Pacers are 4th seed. No, 5th. The 5th seed. I mean, this guy, Victor Oladipo, man, this guy is absolutely crazy. He averaged 23 points, 4 rebounds, or 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 48% from the field, 37% from the 3. If I could take a look at his stats from last season and compare from this season, I would have a better overall view of how much he's improved as a player. But you guys know that when Victor Oladipo was on the Thunder, he didn't have that big of a role. He was just somebody to pair alongside Westbrook to, be that backup point guard, and indeed he was. And now that the Pacers made that blockbuster trade to send Paul George to the Thunder, and the Thunder sent, Victor Oladipo to the Pacers, Victor Oladipo's shown that he can handle the reins of his own team, and he did by sending his team to the playoffs this year in that 5th seed. So my most improved player voting has to go to Victor Oladipo. I feel like let's see, we cover MVP, Rookie of the Year, Most Improved, Defensive Player, okay, Coach of the Year. Alright, so this one is a sort of a toss-up for me, alright? The 2 coaches that come to my mind for Coach of the Year voting are Brad Stevens and Dwayne Casey. Alright, now let's start off with Dwayne Casey first. We know that the Raptors didn't do so well in the playoffs last year. I don't think they even done that good in the regular season last year. But this year, they are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. All right, people thought it was gonna be the Cavs. People thought it was gonna be the Celtics. No, the the Raptors just stepped up and proved that they're not some bottom feeding team that you can just step on and talk about. DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry have jumped up to exponentially another level. So, Dwayne Casey propelled this team forward and, done pretty well coaching them this year. All right. And my next coach that I want to talk about is obviously Brad Stevens. All right. As you guys know, Gordon Hayward suffered that season-ending injury literally 5 minutes and 15 seconds into the start of the season. All right, he literally played 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And suffered that season-ending injury where he, broke his tibia and his fibula, I think, and he fractured his foot, or I think he broke his foot. Either one, losing Gordon Hayward put a dent in the Celtics playoff hopes. I remember, Stephen A. Smith talking about, the Celtics not making the playoffs this year. And, he was like, you might as well throw their playoff hopes out of the window. They're not going to make it this year. So, now they have, I think, the number 2 seed. Yeah, I think they have the number 2 seed, if I'm not badly mistaken. Yeah, so they had the number 2 seed, and they got 55 wins. I didn't even predict. I predicted them to get like 45 to 47 wins, be like a 4th or 5th seed in the playoffs this year. But they stepped it up. And, Brad Stevens, for him being able to, move all these pieces and, move all the heavens and the earths to, push this team forward. And, that's really crazy, considering the fact that Gordon Hayward was an all-star last year and you lose one of your best players and Kyrie went down. Just the overall injuries of this team shows how well, Brad Stevens coached this team, all right? But if I had to choose who my coach of the year will be, oh man, it has to be Brad Stevens, because the Raptors weren't that injury-riddled as much as the Celtics were. I think the Celtics are probably the most injury-riddled team in the league this year so far, other than the Warriors and, who else? Other than the Warriors, basically other than the Warriors. So, and for them to lock up the number 2 seed, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, especially knowing 2 All-Stars go down and, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and Markieff or Marcus Morris, whichever Morris brother it is. I think it's Marcus. Marcus Smart. All these players stepping up to, push this team forward. Al Horford, just to push this team forward. It shows how much character and, how much knowledge Brad Stevens has in terms of being a good coach. So, basically, those were the awards that I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna show you guys these class setups real quick, and then I'm gonna end the video off by telling you guys my playoff predictions. Alright, so basically we have this Weevil class setup. Now this Weevil class setup, this one's really, really good. Alright, and I'm gonna tell you why. Alright, you got rapid fire on there, or that's fast mags, my fault, I'm tripping. Alright, you got quick draw, stock, suppressor, and fast mags. You could take the suppressor off and put rapid fire on there. I might actually end up doing that. You could put a grip on there to reduce your recoil. You can put an extended mags, but really, I don't think you need an extended mags. It already has 50 rounds. So, 50 rounds, you can tackle multiple enemies. I'd put a long barrel in there simply to increase that range and increase your damage a little bit. And then you got Ghost, Hardwired, and Tac Mask. Obviously, you can switch these out to run anything you want. It doesn't really matter. You guys obviously know about that Peacekeeper class setup. I've done a video on it. I'm pretty sure the video's on my channel, so if you want to check out that class setup, it's on the channel. Alright, then we got this VMP class setup right here. This one's actually really good. You got a quick draw, grip, extended mag, and stock. Now, you can switch out extended mags for fast mags. I mean, the reason why I put extended mags on there is because of that fire rate. You're going to burn through magazines like crazy. So, to have that, you know, extra 15 rounds in the magazine, it can mean the difference between an extra 2 kills and, you know, dying early. So, that's the reason I put the extended mag on there. But hey, it's, you know, it's your choice, whatever you guys want to run for that. You could throw long barrel on there. You could throw FMJ on there if you want to be weird. Or you could put rapid fire on there to buff that fire rate up and have almost the fastest fire rate in the game. And obviously you got those perks down there. 6th Sense, Hardwired, and Tac Mask. Tactical Mask is really good. I run it because people spam grenades a lot, especially in the lobbies that I play. But if you notice that people don't run it against you or run, you know, concussions and flashbangs and all that against you, you can switch that out for blast suppressor or awareness if you have a Turtle Beach or Astros or anything like that headset. You can run Ghost, you can run Afterburner, Flat Jacket, you can run Fast Hands, you can run Scavenger, Anti-Up. There are a lot of combinations you guys can run as far as these class setups are concerned. And we have my second Weevil class setup. This one's probably my favorite one over the other one. Quick draw, stock, grip, and fast mags. Alright, I put the grip on there to replace that suppressor. Simply, you know, to see how well the accuracy is on this thing. And this thing is absolutely ridiculous with a grip on there. It almost has no recoil. Alright. Then obviously you guys know my standard setup right there. 6th Sense, Hardwire, Tac Mask. Like I said, you can switch these out for anything in the game. So yeah. Alright. Now, I didn't intend on making this video this long. I actually just wanted to show you guys some gameplay and talk to you guys about the awards, the NBA awards this year. But I felt like you guys, you know, wanted to hear me voice my opinions in terms of the NBA awards this season. Alright, I don't think they might have another awards show. They probably might have, you know, another superstar like Drake to host it if they do have it. I can't think of anyone that would host it. You could have Will Ferrell. You could have like freaking, I don't know, somebody that's comedic. You could have Kevin Hart to do it, although he did host the All-Star game this year. But it just depends. But I hope they do another awards show. It was pretty dope. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do my predictions. I'm going to start off with the Eastern Conference first to get it out of the way. You got Toronto facing Washington. I got Toronto beating them in 5 games. Alright, the reason I give Washington a game is simply because of John Wall. John Wall has, you know, one of the most clutchest abilities to win a game for you. And he can do it at almost any time, but with the uprising of DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, with them also having Valanciunas and Pirtle in there, I don't see them beating that Raptors team to move on. So I got the Raptors in 5. All right. Moving on, we got the 2 and the 7 seed, which is Boston and Milwaukee. I got Boston. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. And I'm gonna tell you why it's tough, all right? So, Kyrie's out. He's out for the whole playoffs. And he's out, till the end of the season. And I think, and Giannis isn't hurt, so. Oh man, this is tough. I got. Damn, man. Excuse my language, but this is. So you got. Who's running the point guard? I'm trying to put the teams in my head in terms of their lineups. I think it's Eric Bledsoe, Brogdon, Middleton, Giannis, and then Thon Maker is at the center spot, I want to say. And then on the other side, with Boston, you got, I guess, Shane Larkin, who else is that? Who's at the shooting guard spot? I think Jaylen Brown. Where's Jason Tatum at? Jason Tatum. I'm guessing you got Marcus Morris out there. And then you got Al Horford. I'm trying to put it together. Okay. If I had to give my vote, I got the Celtics winning in 6. It's kind of a hard choice for me because the Celtics have so much young talent, but they proved to hold themselves up during the regular season and they shined in big moments. So I got the Celtics winning in 6. I mean, they're going to have some trouble in the playoffs. That's why I give 2 games to the Milwaukee Bucks. But overall, I just think the Celtics are going to do a whole lot more better against the Milwaukee Bucks. All right. Moving on, we got Philadelphia and Miami. Obviously, I got Philadelphia winning that in 6. All right. They got Joel Embiid. They got Ben Simmons, who's having a really good season this year. JJ Redick is shooting everybody's lights out, and I think Dario Saric is coming back. Dario Saric has been a big step up on the team, so that's really good. But I don't see Miami having enough firepower to take them down. They're going to go 6 games, though. All right, and then last but not least, we got that 4 and 5 seed, Cleveland and Indiana. All right. Obviously, I'm giving Cleveland this. It's going to be a 5-game series. Indiana's going to win one. Victor Oladipo is going to have to save the team one game. But I just think LeBron and, Kevin Love and J.R. Smith, they're their team's going to be too much for the Indiana Pacers, so I think it'll be a 5-game series. All right, so that's my picks out east. Now if we move on to the Western Conference, we got Houston and Minnesota. All right, Minnesota won their last game of the season tonight, so they moved on to the playoffs, which is that's pretty cool. Obviously I got Houston winning that. Will it be a sweep? I don't think it'll be a sweep. I give them a game. I give Minnesota a game simply because James Harden and Chris Paul are absolutely one of the best backcourts in the league this season, if not the best backcourt among, C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard. And then you got Clint Capella, who, this guy is absolutely crazy. He can run the pick and roll with the best of them. So, I got Houston winning that one in 5. All right, moving on to the 2 in the 7th seed. We got Golden State and Portland. Or not Portland, my fault. Golden State and San Antonio. I got Golden State winning in 6. And the reason I got it going to 6 is because Curry will miss the first round of the playoffs, and I feel like we're going to lose those first 2 games at home for some reason. So, yeah, I feel like we're going to lose those first 2 games, but we're going to go and win the next 4 games in a row. All right. Moving on to the 3 and the 6 seed, we got Portland and New Orleans. I got Portland winning that one in 6. And the reason is C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard are going to be too much to handle. Anthony Davis can't do it all by himself. Rajon Rondo, he doesn't have the ability to really score like that. But Anthony Davis is going to break out in 2 games. But I don't think it's going to be enough for them to topple Portland. So I got Portland winning in 6. Moving on, last but not least, we have Oklahoma City and Utah. All right, Oklahoma City in 6, simply because Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert and Ricky Rubio are having really good seasons, but overall, I just think Westbrook is pissed off and he's got a chip on his shoulder. And also, Paul George is having a pretty good season this year, so I think they're gonna have enough firepower to topple, Utah's Eiffel Tower and Rudy Gobert. So I got that one going 6 games, I think. It'll go 6 games, Oklahoma City's way. But maybe whenever the first round of the playoffs is done, I can go back and review this video and see if I was right. Might actually make a playoff bracket. Just so that way I know not to forget. But those are my picks, you guys. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed me giving my opinion on the 2017-2018 awardees and also my playoff predictions. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys want my next video to be on. If you guys want me to start cutting my gameplays and making, just showing my highlights in my gameplays, let me know in the comment section below. I can do that for 2K, and I can also do that for Call of Duty. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see that. And also, be on the lookout for a Way Out gameplay with me and my boy at Drill. I gotta get up with him and see if he still wants to do it. If he has some free time, we're gonna give it a go, and I'm gonna stream it on my channel. He might stream it on his, but we'll just have to find out and see. But anyways, thank you guys for all the support on the channel. As of right now, we are at 2,800 views on the channel, 2834. We got 111 subscribers. Hopefully I can get to 3,000 views before July. That's the goal. 3,000 views before July. I know you guys can help me get there. It's only what, 166 more views? Yeah, 166 more views. I have a feeling you guys can help me get there, so be sure to watch some of my videos and help me get there. But anyways, I'll check you guys out in the next one. Be safe. Peace out.